Hey guys, I just wanted to post this mainly because I kind of like small form factor cases. Sorry, I cannot speak. I kind of like them, and everything that kind of just happened is a little bit on the sad side, with a lot of the data kind of just being deleted and then everything just going off on each other, I guess. So basically, from what I understand, is two viewpoints clashing with each other, and no one really doing too much about it until it was like too late. The people that do get fucked over is the community. So yeah. I did skip around a bit in the beginning. Not like skip around, but like took out the parts where everyone was just going like just talking, using soundboards, everything. I tried to pick out things that were kind of interesting, kind of on track. And then of course, later in the video, I started looking around, and with that, they started talking about like different stuff about modding, this, that. So yeah, I mean, the beginning of the video, I would suggest watching, and maybe the last 5 to 10 minutes, I would suggest watching as well, or at least hearing it. And if you just want to hear them kind of talk in between, I wasn't paying too much attention because, like I said, I was looking around at messages, kind of seeing what people were saying about each other, I guess. With that, I'll see you guys later. Bye.
It's quite sad for us because I mean I've been in the server for just over 2 years as well. There's been a lot of content, a lot of messages in the server that are just gone. And
So is the data still fine or is it all gone?
I have a backup of the server of a few weeks ago, but it's all just lives in JSON messages. It's not something that can be properly accessed. That's on W360 really.
That's quite a
Who
bummer.
is in the channel?
W360 lurking in here.
I don't know. I at this point do not care. Oh, he's here listening. Hi, Dan.
Wait, he's here?
I'm here for
Yeah.
you, Scott.
I mean, maybe he could say his side so we could hear it. I mean, that might help. That'd be nice.
Yeah, I mean, at several points he's expressed not wanting to moderate, but then, well, he does anyways. It is just sad.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Is L91 on the new server?
Let me check.
Yeah, he is.
Cool.
Yeah, all the gurus, etc. are already there, pretty much.
Oh, can you ban him from the new server too, or what?
If W60 decides to
ban him
join,
straight?
then we'll see what happens.
Bro, let's
In my
ban him,
opinion-
man. Fuck that bitch. Fuck
In
that
my
bitch.
opinion, he's still a vendor. If he wants to act as a vendor in a neutral server, he has. Well, he can go ahead and do that.
It doesn't matter if he's just a member.
So for anyone else new that's just joined, if you check the chat for this channel, you should see the invite for the new server. W60 has decided to abuse his moderation powers and turn this into a censored server. So we've made a neutral server. Yeah, also I deleted a bunch of the server here. This W360 was specifically after the data and a bunch of channels. So he got to have the data in the channels for ForumD and NCase and SFF and Streetcom because that's the channels he's involved in. And everything else I removed because it is not his data and it is not stuff that he should have access to.
Yeah, but isn't this his server?
Yeah, but he has not been active in the moderation of the server since the start of it. It's grown into a community server over the 2+ years that has been ongoing, and that is why.
Well, here's my issue with this, right? You made this decision to delete all this data without speaking to anyone else, right? The only moderation I've actually involved in was on the Ncase channel, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I already spoke with L9I, right? We said that we're going to have a conversation afterwards, and we'll figure out what's wrong and what's right. So effectively, the issue with L9I is specific to the Ncase channel, not outside of anything outside of the Ncase channel, right?
That is totally fine, but we've had this argument several times over the last few weeks. You have refused to see any reason, and I'm gonna be honest here. He's even left the channel. What?
So, in conclusion, the channels was deleted by Scott because he felt like I abused my
Yes.
privileges,
I have
but not
said
by
as
me.
much.
I just want to make sure that's clear on the record.
Yeah, I have made that clear as well.
Why would Scott delete it if he was talking a lot of shit, though?
Yeah, I mean, like deleting was a little bit excessive. Somebody might have find a use for it for some old issues that were discussed. But
That's
okay.
exactly the thing, though. A lot of the people that were actually active in the community did not want their content to be used by WG60 in this fashion. A lot of the gurus specifically.
Was there
a lot of other
actually a
people have
vote, or you
told me
just
about
deleted
as well. No, in Discord, if
Was
you leave
there
a channel,
actually
it's
a
gone.
vote?
Oh yeah, there's loads of people that have talked to me about it. A lot of people
It's a
wanted to
bit
get the content
one-sided,
removed.
if you ask
Several
me.
gurus that I'm aware of were using tools to delete other messages in the channels already. It's a shame they weren't able to get to like Forum D and N case where most of the actual discussion happened. But that is what it is.
That sounds like an abuse of moderation.
Okay.
At least I
No,
get
I
to
mean,
ask them questions now.
the deletion sounds like an abuse of moderation.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, I think deleting all that content is a bit far, right? We could have had a conversation about what was allowed to be used and what was not.
This
But I
discussion
guess they're
has
all
been
gone now.
going on
Yeah, I think
with
that's a bit too
W360
far,
for
brother.
literally weeks at this point. I have had multiple hours-long voice chats with him about this specific topic as well. There was no getting through to him. W360 specifically wanted these channels for the data, even though he understands that that is exactly what people wouldn't want in a situation, or a lot of people that I asked about.
Yeah, but they still could just remove their messages by themselves.
You cannot remove messages from one person with ease. It's just not. It's not possible. There are Discord bots that can do it, but they take very, very, very,
Yeah.
very long.
So it was
Yeah.
decided on behalf of the entire community to remove content that other users could have benefited from.
Yes. You feel
Yeah,
free to agree or disagree. That's
That's
I-
taking it
what
too
is.
far.
Yeah, that's a bit harsh, man.
Yeah, that's
I agree.
I don't get like why do you think like why would Scott lie about this, right? Like what was if Scott's just like made this up that none of this is real, like what would he get out of this?
Oh, I've got backups of the server up to a few weeks ago. I've got a backup of my chats with W360. I have everything I can have in terms of the server.
Yeah, so here's my concern, right? And I have voiced this prior, right? A lot of these conversations that we had, right, was mostly about moderation and what is considered right and what is considered wrong, right? We had this conversation earlier, I think last night, about the direction for the server, right? One of the things I did say was, I'm okay with giving up the ownership, right? And I already said I'm going to choose a neutral party,
Specifically
right?
said you did
But I
not
think
want to give up the ownership after you brought up the idea first time months ago. And every single time since, you have been specifically against it. And even literally minutes
here
ago, you
comes.
said you do not want to keep this. You basically don't want to keep this server as it is, a community server.
No, I never said I didn't want to community as a community server. Where did I say that?
You said it, bro.
Through your actions for one.
Is that an interpretation?
Nope.
Or is that what I said?
That's what you said, bro.
Alright, well,
If
You know
it's
it.
gonna be like a back and forth like this, guys, do we just have proof and we can just post the proof and we can erase all doubt? I mean that would be the easiest option now.
You know what you did.
Let me find messages.
Yeah. So I
I mean that would
specifically
literally
explained
erase all doubt. I would think.
Well, anyway, you guys have my blessings on the new server. I think that kind of worked out the way it should. So.
Bless you, brother. Bless you.
I can't hear shit here, so I'm leaving. Have a good time.
Bye, Scott.
Yeah,
Bye. It was nice knowing you, SFF Gurus.
Hey, so
I mean,
basically,
what
before
did?
Scott left, he posted the message of what W360 said.
Oh, did he? Okay, cool.
Yeah, I had a chance to read your feedback. I am not going to hand over ownership, but I am undecided on moderation.
Oh
So I don't know
damn!
at the moment since
Alright, that should
SFF,
do it.
We got the
PC,
receipts. That's
Discord,
all I
and
wanted.
Reddit.
That's what I was asking
Bro,
for.
the W360. What do you gotta say, bro?
About,
Where did he post it?
About the screenshot, bro. We're gonna take this to court, bro.
where's the
Yeah, bro,
screenshot
I'm gonna take this
posted?
to court.
In the voice chats.
Voice chat.
It says you had a chance to read
Honest,
your feedback. Damn.
I don't want to argue with this guy. Court too.
You're gonna take it to court?
Hold on, I still can't
I'm gonna
see
take
where
it
the
to the court, bro.
screenshot is. Can,
I'll give you.
I'll post it in SFF chat.
yeah, that's
that-
on February.
Is that a montage?
That's the February.
What about it?
It's kind of
Yeah, in
vanished now.
February I said I'm not going to give up the ownership, right? And earlier today in the SS chat, literally, you can screenshot me. I said,
Yeah,
all right,
So
I find a
what are
neutral
we doing
party
here?
for this, right?
So who's gonna be the owner then?
Navik's name has been passed around. And then there's someone else I also had in mind. Yeah. Like H33T, he never gets involved, and he doesn't really particularly care about moderation. These are all neutral choices. And he doesn't own
Yeah.
any brands. So, yeah.
Do you own any brands?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Or someone else?
Oh, you.
Yeah, I own Case. Well, not all of it. So
Damn. You be living then.
He's about to
Which
after he
is exactly the problem.
Okay.
That's where the bias comes in. That's what the
Yeah,
problem is.
it's a
So
breach of mutual as well.
that's the problem.
Yeah.
I think the problem people are
Damn.
seeing is that if I am moderating outside of the in-case channel,
Yeah.
right? I
but
thought that was
the
the
entire
issue.
point.
But the thing is
Damn.
that I think that it's clear to me that they don't want me to have any ownership at all, right? So
Yeah.
mozzarella stick with marinara sauce and a cup of water.
Yep. That's it. That's my order.
who am I speaking with, by the way?
No, no order,
me.
bro.
What's your order?
Why did you delete the announcement?
Yeah, true. Why did you delete the announcements?
I wasn't sure what was happening. But now that I know that there's a separate server and it has my blessing,
Then post
go
it
for
again.
it.
Well, I mean, we
Sure.
can't post an announcement. Post it.
Implying.
Bro, can I
Post
have
it,
some
bro.
advice?
Blessing.
Why is it blessing, bro?
I have no idea.
So who deleted the channels? Was it W360 or was it Scott?
No, it
I
was
do
Scott.
believe
He
it was
felt like
Scott, yeah.
overstep.
Damn, that's harsh.
Yeah, I think it might be going too far.
Yeah, that's a bit too
Yeah.
far.
Because
I
those
agree.
content doesn't belong to Scott or anyone, right? It belongs to the community.
But
At least there could be a
did-
vote, right?
Yeah, but did he ask anyone to like delete that shit or?
On their server,
No, he
they
just deleted
said
it.
you did.
But the data's still there, right? Like,
There's still backups.
yeah. So we still have backups. So
Yeah,
see.
still backups,
Then
but
It's hard to parse those.
good luck using them. It's just a bunch of JSON messages.
Scott said he only backed up like several weeks, and well, there's years worth of fucking history that he just
Yeah,
deleted.
true.
Yeah, that's GG.
You should not delete those. You should not delete
Yeah.
those.
Yeah,
Yeah,
feels
true.
excessive.
I should have moderated, and you should have deleted those channels. So here we are.
Yeah,
The
here we
channels
are.
are just outright gone. So
Yeah, that is
GG.
crazy. 2
I'd
years
like
of
Anyway.
content.
fair change, though.
One
I
number
think it's time
7.
for us to move forward.
Are you
So,
a priest?
from what I understand, when you posted that I had a chance to get your
Preaching
feedback was
homily.
16th of February. And then you say you didn't say anything up until earlier this day, yesterday?
Today, right before.
So
Scott
you
started deleting everything.
Damn,
basically
Scott is crazy.
She's busy cooking in the court, bro.
basically you took too long, and I guess that's where they felt like
It was time to
Really?
act.
Like a few hours too long?
I mean that
For
was
years of data?
Yeah, bro.
well, they shouldn't have done that, but even then, for you to switch it was not a few hours. It was even just days, months. They even said.
Look, look, we had many conversations about ownership and how to moderate and purpose, right?
Yes.
So my understanding is that it's an ongoing conversation. We never arrived at a conclusion, right? But I never moderated outside of the in-case channel. But I also don't think you should delete all those channels, because those cannot be restored, right? There's a different levels to this, right? We're having a nuanced conversation, right? I'm sure there's many mistakes made on my end, but the question is it merit to deleting those channels? Do you understand what I'm saying?
I personally don't think so.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, deleting was an overstep.
Yeah.
Channels are
I think it was
lost.
Deleting is crazy, bro.
Yeah, it's an overstep.
Yeah, that is crazy.
All the gurus were deleting all their old messages either way, so all the content would be gone anyway.
Yeah, it literally would be unusable either way.
What the fuck? How did he write that big? What the
And the
fuck?
main reason the gurus were deleting all their stuff apparently was because of W360.
How do you do that?
He was a moderator. He had that privilege.
Hey, when did NK start selling T1s?
Yeah, that's a whole other long story, man.
Ah, shit.
That's a long story.
Can someone
okay.
buy me the
We can get
W3
to that another
keyboard?
day.
He made a clone, bro.
Alright.
Okay. I think the best thing is about moving forward, right? I think you guys probably want some clarity on that, right?
Yeah.
So it's pretty simple, right? I'm going to continue supporting the channels that are related to my projects, and then we're going to be recruiting some other moderators as well.
Only your
So-
projects.
No,
What?
Well, I mean, those are only that left.
not till we can create new channels, right?
Yeah, true.
There's no need to stop what we were already doing. I mean, I think there's room in the SFF for multiple opinions and views, even for Discord servers, right? That's why I explicitly said they have my blessing, right?
But with all respect, how much were you doing in the channels compared to the gurus?
They had your
I mean,
blessing. Why did you delete the announcements? I'm confused about
I know
that.
that was an overreaction. Now I'm putting in now. I wasn't sure what was happening.
you still haven't
I
sent
just-
it. It's been at least 10 minutes.
I'm
now.
typing. I'm
Yeah,
typing and other people are pinging me.
Yeah,
You guys are not the only ones pinging me.
I think we should just all go court, bro.
Yeah, someone's gonna get shot for this.
Bro.
Why?
I expect
Just have a
public
different Discord,
execution.
right? What's the problem?
No, I'm just fucking with you.
No, we're
No one's-
just
no one's-
cracking
no one has
jokes.
that.
Yeah, but,
Don't
okay,
worry
let's
about
go
Well,
to the real.
metaphorically even. Metaphorically even, right?
I mean,
think
it's
I-
kind
I
of
made
hard
it
to
pretty clear-
moderate. It's kind of hard to moderate a server with what 3K online members without a moderation team right now.
Yeah, man.
I think the server will be
Probably
quiet
be
for
a
some time.
W360.
Bro, what the heck is happening here, bro? What the?
Hello?
What the heck?
Yo, W360. Bro, I got a question, bro. Who's winning
What's
in
your
the court?
question, bro? Bro, shut up, bro. Nobody's going to court, bro.
Say bro more.
So you know when you have a problem, you go on Google and type at the end of your question Reddit, and someone already like had your issue before. This is like this server was like the equivalent to that in terms of small form factor cases. So now that's
Yeah.
gone.
That's crazy. And who did this?
No clue.
Yeah, I don't care about anything else. The only thing I care about is who deleted all the channels.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, that was Scott.
Yeah, also the main thing is small form factor requires help to get like newcomers to understand
Yeah, exactly.
and you know
Yeah, bro.
and get in on the cases and stuff. So it's if we don't have like a knowledge sharing forum that isn't really, kind of like used as a marketing platform, it's not going to work out, and that kind of just stunts the whole the whole field.
Yeah, it kind
So-
of took a step backwards.
Do you guys think you could, in 2 seconds, just explain what the fuck's going on and like the whole thing that just happened? Because there's probably a bunch of us in here who have no idea what's going on.
Basically,
split ways.
yeah.
What is this?
From what I've heard, I'm a neutral source, right? So from what I've heard, W360 is commercializing the server, and Scott said
I am
no,
not.
no, no, and he deleted all the shit. and now everybody's sad.
I
Basically.
mean, he did it with some of the other
End
moderators,
of the world,
some of
bro.
the gurus, though. Like he wasn't alone doing it.
Yeah.
I will say, like the majority of the people that actually provided the good content in here probably just moved over to the other server. In all respect,
well.
like I mean,
Which they could have done without deleting it.
yeah, but why would
channels.
they keep? Why would they keep all their messages in here? To be
Well, let
completely
the
fair.
people
Well, I mean,
who
it,
actually
it's to help
contributed have a
everybody else.
Yeah,
right.
Well,
Let people have a
it's not
say,
like
right? Why make such a rush decision, right?
Yeah,
We already
bro,
been
that's
having this
crazy.
conversation for
It's
months.
their own messages. They
Why
have the right
now?
to delete their own messages, though.
Yeah, and I like kind of like the
Delete
Reddit
their message,
analogy
but not
that
everyone
you
else's
gave.
message, right?
That's
Yeah, I
crazy,
think
bro.
I,
Complained about an abuse of power, and then he abused power. That's what happened.
This is ironic right there. So yeah,
Is this I
Ironic, bro.
moderated my own
what's going to
channel?
happen?
Women, right?
Well,
Wait,
yeah.
what?
So the goal was obviously
What?
to keep it
Wait, what?
regulated
All right.
or deregulated. Ended up being shat on.
Shat
All I'm
on,
saying,
like you say.
Well, I mean,
if your
it's
entire mod team
unfortunate in
doesn't
here,
trust
but
you, there's probably a problem elsewhere.
yeah,
Damn.
exactly.
So who was the source of the problem?
just a few bans here and there.
I mean, it's not black and white. I mean, there could be multiple wrongdoings on multiple parties, right?
I
Like-
mean,
Yeah, I
did
think
he,
it's a nuanced argument,
The
right?
thing is,
Yeah.
if the whole mod team and all the gurus, or most of them, move over and say they don't want to be part of this anymore because of one person, it's pretty obvious.
Right. That's
Yeah.
definitely
That's
indicative
bugging
of some
me too.
wrongdoing, but
That
also
is
like going
crazy, bro.
scorched earth and like nuking an entire server is also wild.
Yeah, nuking the server is crazy.
The other thing is you
Keep
could just
the
open an
Western trying
NK
to
server.
monetize.
You could just open an NK server, and like the way you'd get people over there is you put exclusive pictures or like specs or
It's
whatever you
that.
want to get people there.
It's
not-
that.
Yeah, bro.
That was a good one.
It's that
That's just crazy.
in the announcement. It's done.
Yep, let's see it.
No, he posted it.
Nice, bro. Good
All
job.
good.
Let's give this guy a medal, bro. Good job, bro.
I wouldn't call it a protest, though. That seems kind of
Good
biased.
job, bro.
Well,
Years of content.
there was no negotiation, right? He
What
just
would
did
you
it.
call it? A tantrum? I mean, 360. I mean, was there biased moderation that you exhibited that you regret now, or like what's the issue here?
I think Scott was frustrated because he felt that I was going to give him or one of the moderators that he preferred the ownership, right? I told him that if I'm going to give it to someone, it'll probably be someone outside of the mods, right? And I literally said about an hour ago that
But these are two different
I told
topics,
him-
right? Because you're talking about her server ownership, and he's talking about
I didn't moderate outside NK's channel. I didn't
Yeah, but
moderate outside NK's channel.
He's talking about
the
abuse,
entire
right?
point is still remaining it neutral. And you literally wrote to me when I was writing about it that you did not want it to be neutral in here.
That is crazy.
Moderate their own brains.
Bro, English. English, please.
I mean, W360, you literally said that you want brains to moderate their own channels.
Bro, did you say that? That is crazy.
So basically, it was just different perspectives clashing, and then what they could have done was just lock out each of the channels, make sure no one else posting them, have the server, Discord, whatever, in them. That way, if they want more questions, they could have
Two
just gone
little
there.
brothers, stop talking about the bass, bro.
Pretty much.
That makes entirely too much sense.
Someone's ego
Makes
got
too much
hurt.
sense.
So.
Yeah, mate, that's
Well,
basically it.
anyway,
People
guys,
got butt
I don't
hurt.
think it can be reversed. So effectively,
Pretty much.
we should just move forward, right?
I'm not a mod. Can I be modded? Mod chick?
Oh damn! He did.
There'll be moderators coming in. I'm talking to a few guys who are interested. You guys can PM me if you're interested, but this is not an open voice channel discussion. Yeah.
Yeah, I think look, we just need to
mod.
rebuild this. We need to rebuild the Discord basically because of this action.
I
That's
mean,
happened.
isn't everybody gonna move to the other server?
I don't think so.
Yeah, bro.
I think people
What
that
is
are
the name of
protest
the other
ownership,
server?
they should, right? I think this way we have a clean cut.
I mean,
I
in
don't
this
wanna
server,
force
there's
them.
no more gurus. Why,
Most of the gurus have moved over.
like,
There'll be new ones, right?
Protestant.
Who's gonna give the advice, bro?
Listen, the other server that just
new
came up
ones.
just claimed that they have backups of every single channel that got removed over here. So
Oh, well, this server is
Yeah,
dead then.
It's kind of
They also
optimistic to
said
think
though
you're
there
going to
isn't gonna
find.
be an easy one-to-one proof.
I don't know.
though.
I'm just quoting what this guy said. So let's
Damn,
see.
this guy's fake newsing? Seriously, bro?
Wait, no,
Who's
the
fake
other
news?
channel's set up. It's already lit.
All the other channels are in the other server. So
No, we are staying here. Kick those protesters out. I've seen Scott for the slimy guy. He is since the beginning. Damn. Is this like some kind of Netflix movie, bro? What is this, bro?
There's a major power
bro, it's a
vacuum right
documentary.
now. The great
What is this,
SFF
bro?
schism.
This is crazy, bro.
Guys,
I just
chill.
don't think you're going to find an
It'll be
army of like SFF crackheads like the
Who
Gurus.
the fuck is
Like that short amount
W361,
of
bro?
time, you know.
Is that your kid, bro?
Minion.
Who is that, bro?
Who
Mom, bro.
cares? It doesn't matter, but guys, look.
Is that your also count,
There'll
bro?
be other.
Be serious, bro.
Nah, I mean, there will be other people that will join, right? Everything will always work out the way it's supposed to be. It'll be fine.
Barry likes founders. Is
I
that
do
you?
applaud you for being pretty level-headed, W360. I must admit.
Yeah, W, bro.
Like I would be.
Why would I
I'd be
need to
pretty
overreact?
No, I know you're doing a good job. Like
Good job,
unironically,
brother.
like no, like I'm.
Yeah, I mean, deleting the stuff was a knee-jerk reaction from Scott. But what I don't understand is if they've got that data, which has now clearly been cloned over to the SFF hub, how come that's happened? Like, what have they actually got there? And why can't we have it back?
Someone send me $5, bro. Please, bro.
It's not even data that goes back years. He said it's only a week's old.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, fair.
Yeah.
No,
old, he
it's
said
like
to be.
it's
Yeah.
all data up to last few weeks are missing.
What is that video, bro? I'm not clicking on it, bro. What is that, bro?
Bro, click on the damn video.
I won't click, bro. What is that, bro?
Just watch it. It's funny.
Yeah, that's an IP grabber. You gotta get your talks, buddy.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
For
not
real,
clicking,
though.
bro. What is that video, bro?
Click bro, you won't know
Don't
unless you
click
watch
anything
it.
from anyone over here on Discord.
I won't click that shit, bro. What is
Bro,
that?
what are
Bro?
you, new to the internet?
That video looks sus, bro.
All right, boys. I think this is it. On to the next page.
When you forget your Quran. Yeah, that is true.
Upwards and onwards.
But yeah, at this point, is the only way the community will survive is if
Alhamdulillah.
you have everything neutral. So if you're going to use it
Alhamdulillah.
as like a marketing server, it's just going to go downhill then.
Anyone want to eat iftar with me?
I agree. A commercial marketing server just makes it.
Yeah,
it
should be
I
separate.
don't like it.
Why you mute me, bro?
It's just not it's just not a big enough market to like cannibalize like the data source. It's like deleting like the SFF Wikipedia or like moderating it to the point where people can't just say whatever. You know?
Yeah, and I feel like I
Don't
speak
plan on
for.
moderating.
if it's going to go,
I think I
down,
learned my
most
lessons
general
about how
people.
sensitive
gonna
this
have the
subject is.
same issue again.
True.
So we'll have we'll have new moderators coming in. I will be not moderating, and then we'll see how it goes. I mean, I don't think it'll be a marketing server. That was never my intent.
Will any of the moderators be affiliated with brands? Will they be
No.
truly independent community
No.
members?
Well, okay. People are reaching out to me, so I'm gonna select based on the people that are PMing me. So I don't know their affiliations, but I suppose we'll find out soon enough.
And if it comes to fruition, there comes to light that they are affiliated, would they be
Bro,
removed?
Big Cheese is my #1 hater, bro. What do you want from me, bro?
I think for at least myself and then some people, I think that was a concern. The comment about how brands would moderate their own chats.
Hold on, I couldn't hear. Repeat that?
Sorry. I think for myself, at least, and some other people, I don't speak for everyone, but I think for at least some people, the comment about how brands would moderate their own chat from earlier today was a point of concern. So I just wanted to.
Understood. Let's see what the new moderators think. How's that? Because here's the problem, right? Either I find people that can moderate and stabilize the community, or there's enough people that are volunteering to moderate. There must be some sort of vote between the moderator and myself on how do we moderate the content and what's the purpose of this new community. I can already tell you I don't want it to become a marketing server. I started SFF Guru because I feel like there's a lot of resource and I actually want to train a chatbot. So I've been actually collecting a lot of data myself. I also have a backup server. So the way I see it is that what is really missing for small form factor is to be able to have some sort of technical compatibility support, whether that's in the form of, let's say, a LLM, like a chatbot, AI, or whatever you want to call it, or having moderator who are monitoring a server, right? That is much needed. So the data is what actually interests me the most. I don't particularly care about moderating. So basically, whoever's coming in for this moderation will make the decision on who and what kind of moderation it will be. And I will stay out of it as a lesson learned.
Possibly stupid question, but with moderation, shouldn't it just be like inappropriate material and shit talking is not tolerated, but everything else goes? Like what?
It will be the same as before. I mean, I don't see the need to change the formula from prior, right?
Right.
I think the only issue I had with the in-case channel, and I got involved in the in-case channel, was it was specific to guys who keep repeating the same thing over and over again just to be annoying. That was it.
Yeah, I
Right?
guess
Because at
here's the
some point,
problem. Yeah,
go ahead.
Oh, okay. Here's the problem with Discord mainly. I would say it's problematic to moderate for a specific channel without getting messy with permissions.
True.
Who do I DM for mod? I actually want to apply.
Can I be a mod, bro?
Genuinely, I want to
Ask Scott, bro.
apply.
Ask
Scott.
Scott, bro. Ask Scott, bro.
Ask Scott.
I just posted in the chat.
Simply
Ask
Scott, bro.
Scott and ask UFC.
DMW 361, bro.
Okay, thanks.
He's 365 now, bro.
360.
He's 365.
W365.
Message W365.
All right, I'm going to make an announcement now.
Yeah. A whole distract. Yeah. A whole damn distract.
We got one moderator.
Peace.
Bro, how is this happening on a server just about PC cases, man? This is the most random server for revolt to happen.
I think people are too knee-jerk reaction, like overreacting a bit.
Yeah, it just got too heated for no reason.
What is that music?
I'm sorry, you guys were. I'm sorry that everyone else had to suffer because of disagreement, but I didn't delete the channels. I merely voiced my opinion.
Good.
It's
We start from the bottom of our feet again. We build up. Oh, good.
Start from the bottom. Bro, it's not like an empire, bro. Chill.
It's all good, bro.
What I'm thinking is, how did you get so many people in this voice call, bro?
No idea.
Community server for it. People just started joining.
I think people care. I care, right?
Do you?
Nothing wrong with that.
Do you?
I'll catch you guys later. I gotta get my back blown out by my boyfriend.
What the fuck?
What?
Yo.
Okay, enjoy.
Yeah, thank you.
What?
A bit too specific, but okay.
That is crazy.
All the other mods and vendors been lurking.
How far does the server history go back to that you have in the backups? Is it going to be weeks or days, or is it going to be restorable back to original state it was?
No, there's no such feature in Discord.
Because because I'm looking on Discord's help.
I mean, if you have backups, you can write a simple bot to go over that backup of data and post them again, but there's no way to just restore them.
All the backdated history and all the resources we had is essentially nuked. Then
Some of it's been ported over to the other server.
yeah, but having a look at it at the moment, it's only a partial port over. It's just like it's a very loose framework for what it was.
They still saved most of the important resources and the pinned comments, which actually was the majority of the content either way. I mean, the majority of people asking questions, they were just referring to previous statements anyway.
Discord users don't use the search feature anyway.
Yeah, they don't know how to search.
Yeah, props for some. Like there's probably plenty of people who do use that all the time. I know that I use it all the time to go to troll through stuff and to look at like completed builds and all the sort of non-pinned announcements are kind of still official comms, but like just not pinned as announcements. Now you're not going to be able to get any of that. And all the sort of helpful information that was just on the main channel, maybe not in completed builds, whatnot, is nuked and gone. And
but you're gonna ask anyway, right? So you might ask there.
I just don't like his premise. Some people might not want to keep their data on the server, so I will just remove everyone's data.
But it's not a decision he took.
I mean, there's an element of logical rationality out there. It's not. He hasn't done it out of being mad. There's logical
it was the majority
for why he's made the choice
The
and
sounds
decision.
of it was the majority of the mods and gurus that made that decision collectively.
Yeah.
It wasn't
And I
just
really
Scott
think
himself.
people are overestimating just how much content there was compared to how much it was just the SFF Gurus answering people.
Yeah.
The knowledgeable people haven't gone anywhere.
They have. What do you mean? They've gone over to the other server.
Well, I mean,
more they still exist. Sorry, yeah.
They're not the only gurus. Come on, guys. Like, I think one of the things you gotta understand is that there's enough people that know about SF within the current community, and also that are not in the current community, to keep things going. So I wouldn't overreact to that.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's overreacting. It's just stating facts of what is the reality of what it is now.
That I agree. I think in the short term we're going to be short on expertise. That is true, but I do suspect in the next 3 to 4 months we'll solve that problem. I think we should just let things play out the way they should. In some ways, I see it as a blessing in disguise, right? Because part of it is that I also struggle with like ownership and what we should do, right? One of the things that always bother me is that people always consider SFF Guru as a clone of SFF PC, right? Because we don't really do anything that's distinguished, if you will.
Who said
No
that?
one's been saying that.
No.
No one in this server.
You made that statement yourself.
If you plan on making
Yeah,
this a
bro, you made
community
2.5
server
clone.
again, you need to transfer the ownership. If I'm being honest, because the same problem is going to happen again.
Understood. Understood. It will be done. It will be done.
Yeah, but it's too late, man.
No, it's not. I mean, I wanted to do a different type of community, right? Now I understand I should not be the
But the
ownership of that
community
community.
didn't want to do that, as you saw on the
if you're a vendor,
many
you can't
reactions every
be
time
an
you wrote
overall
about it.
community for other.
I think the active gurus didn't want to be part of that. I agree.
No,
that is correct.
Like many people didn't want to be a part of the whole not biased system that you wanted to create. Like, why would the brands themselves moderate each channel? That's not a neutral community.
No, but there's more than the brand channels in a community, right?
But do you not see the conflict of interest? Even in the lawsuit you have right now with the other Form D owner.
The conflict of interest, as in brand monitoring their own channels.
As in him not even being able to type in Form D.
He can type in Form D. He was never censored.
He was not allowed to type in Form D. No.
He was. He is. He's not. He's not muted from the channel. He's not. He chose not to.
I'm pretty sure he had his permission.
But he was not
removed
muted
for a while, though, didn't he?
Yeah.
For 24 hours.
What?
For
Yeah,
posting something that he was not supposed to.
And why are you the one to decide that he was not supposed to post that?
I made that decision wrongfully, and then the mods had a conversation with me, and it was reversed the day after. So 24 hours.
But that's the thing, you've had so many wrong decisions by the sounds of it. That's why they've done this drastic decision. It's not just once, it's continuous.
I made several mistakes. That is correct, but I don't think deleting all the channels is the right call. If you get what I'm saying. There are nuances to things.
The point is still you shouldn't even have had the option to delete that that whatever he posted, you shouldn't have had the option to delete it because you own a brand, so you shouldn't have the opportunity to delete other people's messages. That removes the whole part of it being neutral.
It removes the whole
I
point
understand.
of being an SFF.
I think this is the lack of clarity when we founded the Discord, right?
Yeah,
so when I first started Discord, I would figure, let's see what happens, right? We never crossed that bridge, right? So now that we're having this conversation about ownership and moderation, right? It's already too late, but that's okay.
I
We
mean,
can
I
now
was
start
trying
something
to.
new.
The
People were
announcement was
trying
the
to have the
announcement to the other
conversation
channel.
with you in the chat before everything happened.
Who am I speaking with? Just curious.
MSL.
So I have a
MSL. I
Okay.
was writing to you in the SFS
Sure,
chat.
sure. Got it.
But what was an announcement was an ad for other channel. So
I mean, it's all water under the bridge now, isn't it, boys?
yeah. Because when I started seeing all this shit was because there was announcement from the Scott regarding other channels. So it seems right to delete it because why are doing advertisements for other channel here?
I didn't catch that.
What the last announcement that was there was regarding the new channel. If you see on the other channels, you see Scott talking about other Discord channel, other Discord. Well, see, if for example, if you go to Streetcom, there is Scott Simple like advertising his own channel, so and other channels. And I believe I didn't saw because I was seeing other announcements first, including the including the NK's one. So I didn't read the last one, but when I scrolled down, I saw it deleted, and I'm pretty sure it was regarding the new channel. So some moderator or something like that deleted that announcement, and I think it's pretty in line with the others that are in Stream.com regarding the other channel. So well, I don't see any reason for this dramatically stuff, because he's even here to talk about what he's done. Like, he's not the owner, because W is the owner, so he's not the owner. He's the moderator, so he deleted all stuff. Even if W did some wrong, he don't have the right to delete all this crap. Even if he did some wrong, that's why he has the ownership. If people don't like to be here, go to other channels. Not start making a war and deleting stuff.
So Scott got banned from SFPC. So this is another piece of information people don't know about. And then he pulled something similar like this that got him banned.
Yeah.
This
Because if you go there, you don't see also him
No,
there.
no, no.
So.
Hold on.
That's
like,
a
why
pretty
was that
low
information
blow.
relevant for you to
First of all, that's a
mention
pretty
at
low
all?
blow, and the other thing
Yeah.
is he's unbanned from SFFPC.
Yeah.
That's a really low blow, W360. I don't know
Like-
why you
like-
bring that up.
Don't start a witch hunt. That's very much what you're trying right now. You did the same with the message you posted. Scott simply has deleted many channels as a protest. Like, I mean, state the facts. Don't start a witch hunt or low blows, my dude. That's below you.
When does FFF one come out?
Well,
And my
I
message in
don't
the
see any
general chat
reason
has got
for
deleted, and I'm not sure why. Okay.
Also, W360. Can
Receive.
you enable can you enable slow mode or something? Because people are just
Is there
spamming
even an
the chat.
option for slow mode?
Yes.
Yes, there is. I just don't remember it. Let me check.
I'm more curious to hear about the large language model you want to build. Like what, just more about it in general.
Bye bye.
No, I'm not building.
Bye.
I'm using someone else's GitHub. I'm not building it. But I do need to feed the data though.
So
Gotcha.
you took a GitHub and you just wanted to train it on everyone's data in here.
Sure.
All right.
It's pretty unethical
But-
without consulting everyone in the Discord about it.
Yeah.
This is, well,
I mean, no, that
Why?
by
what
itself
information he's
actually just
using?
proves that the data definitely should have been deleted, if that was your intention of
I'm using NK's
commercializing.
data. No, I'm not commercializing it. There's no. You cannot. You cannot commercialize a GitHub. Use that
run a
GitHub.
company,
You cannot.
dude.
Yeah, and apparently you were
Yeah,
using
but
all
I
the
don't need to
data
use it
in
for my
the
company,
no,
right?
no, wait.
in other
Okay,
channels.
so would that chatbot have been released under the NK's name?
There's no product.
No,
right?
that's just
Like,
a simple yes or no question. It's not a question of
I don't know.
product
I
or
didn't think
anything
it
like
that far. I didn't think
No.
that. I just thought it'd be a cool product.
But
I just thought it'd be a cool product.
Just by definition, if you were going to call it NK's, it would be commercialized, and you would actually be breaking the TOS of that GitHub. Assuming.
Exactly. So I can't. Right? Right. So that's why I don't see the conflict, right? Because I know I can't commercialize it, and I thought about maybe having an AI moderator or AI help. That'll be pretty interesting. And also, you can't do this on Discord, by the way, guys. Like, Discord's not going to allow you to run your own LLM or any sort of chatbot on their server. This would have to be on a separate website. But I just thought it'd be a very, very cool project because there's so much information, right? And no human being can pass that information on. But a chatbot can.
But which information are we talking about?
Like about like compatibility, right? Because I think one of the things that people really struggle with is compatibility, right? And then be able to build a chatbot or anything, leveraging whatever LLM technology, whatever GitHub project out there to be able to build something like this could be very, very cool. Yeah, I just thought it'd be a very cool project.
Everyone can do it because this information is free. It's public.
Yeah, but
you
it
just
takes a lot
go
of time
channel.
to tweak.
No. The question is, people start like, well, you are using the data and stuff like that, but this is public information. You are not using information that people can see. So that is my question. Why so buzz around that? if you sold it or infringe the rules of GitHub or copyright of code, is your problem. So you are using information public and code that is public. So if you do shit or you sell it based on a free license, is your problem. So I don't see why is have a problem with you doing that. So
Well, I mean, if you put something on the internet, it's public information.
yeah, so that's why I'm saying why is so down with what is the problem of using the data from this channel? Everyone on this channel can use it because it's public. So where is the problem? If it's regarding the code is problem from one that use it and sell it. That is the problem. But that is a problem from that person, not from our channel, our Discord. Basically.
I can't. I mean, it's a violation of the GitHub terms. You can't. And you also have to run off their servers, which I'm not rich enough to pay for. So no, it's just not going to be commercialized.
That is a problem from you if you're using it, not from the data, because you have the
for product purposes.
But it's not going to be commercialized. That's the point, right? I just thought it was a very cool project.
Yeah, but that is your thing. The data is ours, but the data that is ours is public. Everything that you are writing here is public. It's not behind some password or something like that. So, well, that's why that's my point. What you do is what you do, and the data is public. So, not seeing the problem. So.
I mean, it's even better. And actually, if you use Discord, you give Discord license, which is not refundable, perpetual, to use this data.
Yeah. So Discord's going to do their own LLM. I'm pretty sure. So one of the things I think Reddit as well, right? Because you think about Reddit, I literally got a message from Reddit saying they're going IPO and they want all the moderators to participate in some IPO stuff. I suspect Reddit, Discord, and all these companies, they're all gonna do some sort of AI stuff. So the way I look at it is that I could try my own little project. What's up?
Isn't that beyond the point right now of the whole?
Yeah, it is. It is. We digress. Sorry, guys. We digress. Okay. Yeah.
No. It is the point. It is the point. Make this chatbot, let it learn, and then he will design NK's M1 version 2.
No, the version 2 will be out soon. I mean, it's already been done for some time. I'm just collecting some feedback from the testers. I'm not. It's not about product design because I think for me. So just to give you guys a little bit of background about me and why I do the things I do. I think for me, making another product, it's very cool, but it doesn't have the same intellectual stimulation as something you don't know. You know how sometimes you're just curious about things you don't know, right? So I don't know anything about LLMs. I'm not a programmer, right? And one of the things that actually draw me to start making cases because I'm also not a designer. I like to explore outside of, let's say, my core competence, right? So anyway, going back to what does this have to do with our Discord, right? I think it's really simple. Going forward, it's pretty straightforward, right? We're going to get some moderators. We're going to continue our normal conversations, right? Get everything back to normal. That's priority. And afterwards, right? Whatever side projects I want to do, it shouldn't matter, right? I'm not going to be the owner, right? I'm not going to get involved in moderating. Doesn't matter. Yeah.
Well, if you allow me to give an advice, I would suggest you to do a proper announcement with a timeline that everything that happens and your in the future for that kind of this stuff, regarding the Discord channel. Otherwise, people will be asking what happened and stuff like that. So my advice would be that because even here we get a lot of diverge from the main point, and even me that I'm here even when Scott was, I didn't understand very well what happened. So well, my advice is that do a proper announcement with the timeline, what everything happened from your point of view, and tell the next moves, and well, and everybody make their decision of if they go to other point or if they become moderator or whatever. Because well,
who am I speaking with?
Tiago. I'm near you on the
Tiago.
list of people talking.
Tiago?
About.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, so I'm going to speak to a few guys that I know, and then obviously I'm going to share the announcement before I make it a post to everyone. Yeah, sure, that's not a problem.
Because there is a lot of people asking about, because as
Yeah.
me, much people that are here was here because the first announcement that I didn't saw who made it, because it got deleted when I started scrolling, because like I said, I started watching the video from Dan on. I also don't see that link, because if I scroll up now is a deleted rule and stuff like that, and link to poll unknown. So even that video about Dan I can't see anymore. So, but coming back to what I was saying, probably the majority of people that here was regarding that everyone, or at everyone that people received, and and nobody knows what happened. So that's why I'm saying it should be like a proper timeline explaining everything, because like everyone started talking shit and random stuff and have their on point of view. So well, it's just my advice. Well, I
Advice
think it's
taken.
time to go.
Yeah.
Let me just mention something that you wrote yourself. As the owner, I spent the last several months thinking about mission, rules, and moderation. I concluded that not every decision needs to be transparent or democratic. You don't
Yeah.
think the whole problem lies in that single statement? The fact
Let
that
me parse it
literally
for a second. Let me form a
every
response.
moderator and guru might disagree with you, but you decided to not be a democratic decision.
So this is where you're missing some of the context, right? So let me give you my perspective, right? There's room for multiple discords. So, for example, right now, right, I gave my blessing for the other Discord because I felt like people on principle have some ideas that they really believe in, right? They believe that, for example, that the ownership should not be different from the brands and separated, right? So if you have those principle core beliefs, there's room for people that with those beliefs to be part of a different Discord, which will all of it effectively allow me the free space to do some of the the chatbot stuff and other cool projects that I'm interested in, right? So there's room for both. So if you put it in that context, right, it's not an issue. But I understand that's a deal breaker for some people, meaning that they just cannot be in a server where the owner owns another brand, right? Which I get, right?
Have you got any examples of those cool projects you're wanting to do?
I don't want to spread vaporware right now. So let's just say I'm trying some new stuff, but I don't know how far I'll get. Yeah.
There's already enough vaporware.
True. Agreed. +5. That's moderation ready. Moderator role ready, actually. Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, I think one thing I learned is that like sometimes like when we're a smaller Discord, we can talk about like projects, but I think now because like there's a lot of people and it creates a lot of confusions. I think some of like the the testing projects and it's just better off not mentioning it. They're too prototyping. Yeah.
But what exactly made you change your mind on giving the ownership to a new person on the server? Because Scott
Because
obviously
one of the guys
Scott
said that he'll
provided
take
an
it.
image. Sorry, can I finish?
Yeah.
Thank you. So Scott provided the image saying that you did not want to change it. I think that was like a month ago. I'm not sure though.
Yeah. Today I said I would.
Yeah.
Today I said I would.
Why did it change today?
So someone else PM'd me, and then they basically laid out to me that they have a better way of doing what basically I can get what I want, and the guys who wants a separate server can get what they want. We don't need to have this confrontation that's spilling into the server, right? This is what I mean. Like there's some stuff going on with PMs. I'm not going to get into. So once he mentioned that to me, I said, okay, if it's going to create this much problems, then maybe we can just split, right? I can get what I want, and they can get what they want, and that's fine. Right? This is what I mean. It's an ongoing discussion, right? Basically, it's like you can propose a new idea that's superior than mine, right? If you can convince me, right? Because you think about this, right? A lot of people do what they do is because they believe in what they do, right? If you can convince me that we can both do what we want, Why would I be object to that?
But the issue is that obviously this discussion has been going on for months based on his message, and
Sure,
yet you
sure,
decide to
sure.
change now after it's already gone nuclear.
No. I didn't change. I decided to change before Scott's gone nuclear. Before, not after. He just didn't read the chat, right?
Wasn't the reason why he went nuclear because you kicked another SFF guru or banned him?
I did.
Yes,
There was only
I
one
believe
that was
so,
kicked.
yeah.
There's only
But
one that was
why
kicked.
did you kick him?
L99. It's L99, right?
Yeah, L91.
Yeah. So I know L99. All right, because we have some stuff going on with the Streetcom guys. So I literally PM'd him afterwards, and we agreed that we're gonna hug it out later. So we're both gonna cool off, and then we're gonna talk later. And I also mentioned that to Scott, the moderators, and other guys in SF chat. So that issue will be resolved on its own, I believe.
But the thing
So,
that annoyed him though was
What
that
did
he
you
was
kick him
speaking-
for, though?
That was an
so
overreaction,
he
though.
refused to move. So basically, they were talking about ownership and in case, right? And they were also talking about some issues that were like off topic. So I told him, guys, just like go off topic, right? It doesn't have to be in this channel. And he refused to do that because he's L99. That's the way Leo is. So.
But to be
You kicked
completely
him for
fair,
talking about the wrong subject in the wrong channel?
but
Yeah,
to be
I gave him a
completely fair,
warning, but he refused to stop. Yeah.
But wasn't it about the ownership of Encase?
I have to go back and look at exactly which line I gave him. I remember I gave him a warning, right?
No. I mean, it should genuinely be a simple yes or no question. Wasn't it about the ownership of Encase that we're talking about in the Encase chat?
It was the ownership of the server.
It was ownership of the server. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, we were also having that discussion in the SFS chat and not off topic, to be fair.
Yeah, well, SF chat is more appropriate, right? It's not has nothing to do with in case, right? It has more to do with SFF. If you have to choose, right, between the two, right? And off topic as well, right?
Ownership of the server has just as much to do with Encase as it does with SSF. No?
So I guess this is where I have a nuanced view, right? I think I will moderate the in-case channel so that other people can ask. Like, for example, there was one other user who wanted to ask some questions. They couldn't because they kept wanting going back to the subject, right? That's not relevant to in-case. So the way I look at it is that in the brand channels, right? Let people ask their questions. Don't get in the way of like regular questions, right? But in the other channels, do whatever you want. Like, I'm not moderating them, right?
No.
By the way, how do you get the ownership? You are the ones that created these Discord
I founded
channels?
it. Yeah, I founded it.
So
SF Guru.
why they are wanting for you to like, well, if you are the
There's some
founder,
philosophical differences. They don't want the owner to own a brand and also moderate. That's the philosophical difference, right?
They want you.
Yeah, as the owner of a brand to also
No.
moderate.
Yeah,
They don't want you. They don't want
Yeah,
to
but
specifically
I
you.
mean, it was in general that we don't want a brand owner to be a moderator. They shouldn't
Right.
have the power to do that.
Yeah, I mean, if it will be something from Fractal owning server, it will be the same.
Yeah, exactly. Like it should be a neutral server, but W360 did not agree on that point of it remaining.
I think
neutral.
it can be a nuanced server, right? Like,
Yeah, but
you can be
that's-
neutral in certain
there's a
sections and
very large
non-neutral in other
difference.
sections.
There's the very large difference between neutral and nuanced. The fact is that people will always talk about that specific product in that specific chat. And if that chat is specifically moderated by the brand, you can't expect it to be nuanced. It's just gonna be
gonna be biased.
basically censored. Yeah, it's always gonna have a bias.
You can't do this 2-year aim, right?
Hold on, who was just speaking just now? I just want to know who I'm talking with.
It's
MSL.
me, your old friend.
Okay, myself. Okay, so the view I have is that you can talk all the shit you want outside of the dedicated channels, right?
Yeah, but
And the
don't you
dedicated
see
channel
how
should be
it's gonna
built and help.
decrease?
Decrease
People are
what?
obviously gonna talk shit about the product in the chat about the product. If I ask about, let's say, does any AIO fit in this case, and someone is gonna say no, this case is kind of shit because no AIO fits in it. and then they're gonna delete that message because it's not constructive criticism. But I still
No, I don't think
obviously
it's gone that far. I don't think it's gone that far. But just to be honest,
no.
to be
But
honest.
who's? It's not about going that far. It's about the fact that they even have the power to do so.
I understand. So this is why I'm saying it's a principle stance versus practical stance, right? So if you think of it as like there's other moderators who voice their concerns, right? So I think I made the mistake of not listening to them sooner, right? And when I did give in, they already made a drastic decision immediately after I gave in. So effectively, I think this is a unfortunate set of circumstances of timing. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the drastic decision has been was decided already, probably a couple of days ago or something. It seems like it's been planned, removing the resources, like copying them over, all that stuff. So it's obviously not just been a day thing. It's been going on for a long time.
Sure. That's why I think that like Scott, even though he made a knee-jerk reaction, there was some planning on his end, right? So effectively, the way I see it is that it's on him, right? Either he wanted to delete the content, or he planned that he wanted to delete the content for whatever reason.
That's a lot.
I think it's going too far.
I mean, you're still basing it on one guy. Like it's only Scott making this decision. You made the same.
I'm sure there's some decision made along with.
No, I mean,
whoever
look at
supported
the
that
amount
decision.
of gurus. Look at the amount of gurus that actually just went to the other server instead. I mean, based on what they've written in there, it's obvious that it's been a lot of gurus that have been in disagreement. Like they were going to delete their content anyways. And the fact of the matter is, their content is probably the majority of the good resources on that channel anyway.
On which channels?
Like, all the deleted channels. They were the majority of the good resources on there. It's hard to deny that. So they were going to be abandoned either way. Obviously, I can get the point of there was also a lot of messages that wasn't theirs that was deleted.
Right. So,
I mean, it gives you the opportunity to reset the server at least. You can make it your way.
That's pretty much what I actually wanted. So in some ways, it's a blessing in disguise, right? So, yeah.
Right, but again, that's where the large community disagrees. They feel like years of content have been lost over a dispute that couldn't be settled.
No, we all agreed that years of content should not have been lost. That data was priceless.
Yes, but yet
we all agree on that.
It was still lost a month-long dispute that hasn't been resolved between you and the moderator. So you and the majority of the moderators.
Right, but my argument is that is the right decision or the punishment to delete the channels? No, right? Do you understand what I'm saying? It's like both can be true,
but
right?
We can argue that every day, though. The fact of matter is, it is still deleted. So what's going to happen now? That's up to you, because there's no one left but you.
Yeah, so I rebuilt. I started when there was no one here. So
all right,
nothing wrong with that.
I've pretty much said all that I wanted to argue about. So I think I'm going to leave now, make some food. Thanks for the talk.
Enjoy your meal. Enjoy your meal.
Thank you.
Well, I think, guys, I'm just gonna make a post as Tiago suggested. I think that's pretty much it. I mean, yeah.
But let me just end with this then. Try not to make the post a witch hunt like you just mentioned, Scott getting banned and stuff like that, because that's a low blow.
Understood and received. I didn't think of it that way, but I understand. Yeah.
Well, in reality, he deleted all the content, so he started arguing because the channel was neutral. So his decision to when get out and when he's not satisfied with the rules of this Discord channel, let's start delete all the content. So well, I think that shouldn't be hidden. So because even if all we don't agree if this Discord channel, this Discord server is neutral or not, if you aren't agree, go to the other, or at least make your complaint. If your complaint is solved, you move on, or you build your own channel with neutral. So not start like this kind of crap and start deleting content and like doing advertisement on the one channel that you are on the Discord channel that you are like complaining. So well, for me it doesn't make sense. But, well,
I could bore out the center hole and then on this side.
well, because who is the owner of the CFF Hub? Anyone know?
I would assume Scott, but
Well,
there's no way to see.
For me now, that is an
On the new
interest conflict.
server, on the new server, Scott is the owner from the looks of
So
it.
that is a owner conflict. So because he did advertisement, he did all this kind of shit, and he creates his own server. So well,
Yeah, you would ideally want
he
someone
just
that's
wanted the owner.
totally unbiased, like
yeah.
non-affiliated.
Now it's unbiased. Now that I rule is unbiased. So well, I'm not saying that what W did, like not passing the ownership or like having the power to delete, or like okay, even if it's on end case, if the rules here is to be neutral, or like you can write at least wherever you want, but keeping rules. If you don't agree, move on, but not like this kind of rescue, or you pass the ownership, or we put down this server. So basically, it is what happened.
Yeah,
In
it's
my
a hostage
opinion,
negotiation. That's what it is. So
but
where I'm
but
the
I also
hostage.
agree. But one thing is has to be said. I also agree with him. I think you shouldn't be delete content even in any case if you want to remain impartial or neutral. So well, but that is a thing that I don't agree, but don't affect the community, and unless you start deleting stuff. But at least I never saw stuff deleted regarding the end case, like oh this case is trash or he's having these problems or stuff like that. I never saw that kind of stuff deleted. So regarding that, I just started seeing that kind of stuff. Like I did some scrolls and started talking about politics and stuff like that. So well, I agree that that channel is not the most appropriated for that, because there is channels like off-topic talks. So, but well, this is kind of get a weird route. well, I hope you good luck to solve this kind of mess.
I think my recommendation would be to just close all the channels right now until you actually get moderators to clean everything up as well.
There is no channel.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Oh.
Well, not close all the channel, but like stop the discussion in some ways.
Because there are it seems there's no more dodgy stuff being posted, but just to prevent that for a little bit. And like people are
So
saying,
right
if
now, okay.
if you do want it to be a community server, it would be best to transfer ownership. Otherwise, just make it an end case focus one, the IMO. Otherwise, you're going to have the exact same issue pop up again of conflict of interest.
Yep, I already addressed it. Agreed.
I will suggest to also enable slow mode in chats. It's like 15 seconds timeout for after posting a message.
How do I enable slow mode in chat? I don't. You mean the voice channel, right? I don't think you can.
No, in voice chat you can do that. Really, you can enable privilege for speaking if you have, say, moderator role or something. Then you will be speaking and everyone else will be muted for that time. And in text chats, just go to channel settings and there will be a slow mode setting.
No, I know about the text chats. I think it's more the voice channel. I'm not sure if that's even possible yet.
No, in voice chats they don't have something like that.
But I believe you can do it by rule. So if you do it by rule, it applies to every place.
I mean, for voice chat, you can put privilege mode on select members, or rather on role, and then assign that role. And then they will have privilege when speaking in the voice chat, but there is no something like was in TeamSpeak or in Mumble, where you can just enable slow mode and there will be a couple seconds of pause between somebody else can start speaking. I just don't think they ever intended Discord to have voice chats of over like 10 people or 12 people.
Well, I believe you have some work to do.
That's an understatement.
Yeah. Pass the
Yeah.
ownership and pass the work for the other person is normally what happens. I'm joking, but yeah. Well,
I think everything always work out for the best.
Yeah,
The way it's
time
supposed to be.
go. It's
So-
late. I'm not.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
getting
agreed.
late here.
All right, guys. That's it. I'll make the announcement soon. Have a good one, guys. I'm
Yeah,
checking out.
bye.
Cheers. Take care.